Alright guys, we got 80 bale out on the ground now. Sent the guys out after 100 more. So, of course, we burnt 70 bale yesterday because of an accident there with something we still don't know what happened. So I sent them guys out to get it, and while they're gone, I'm kind of roughing everything back up. I should have already had grass seed on all this, and I don't even remember what happened, but I'm just kind of roughing everything back up, kind of finessing, putting the KD slickum on it. I'm working right here on the daggone road, working right on the road, so it's kind of aggravating because the traffic don't slow down, man. They don't care. So trying to watch and pay attention to what I'm doing, make sure I ain't slinging my house over into the road. I mean, they can get around me. If they hit me, they're probably not paying attention anyway. But I'm just kind of breaking that ground loose. That way that seed will germinate. If that as hard as that ground is right there, that seed it's not going to germinate. And you can see up underneath it, there's some really good black dirt. And what that is all that stuff that I wouldn't use to build my road with because it was, rich topsoil, and that wasn't going to work. So basically, I'm just going to kind of peel this, just kind of break this ground loose here to where that seed will germinate. And I'm going to kind of finesse some of that areas that didn't get the attention it probably deserved and needed because it might have been real wet or something during that. And guys are doing good. We're doing really good. We're getting production done, getting job done. Man, it's been a bear. It's been a bear. It seemed like the harder I go at it, the more bad stuff happens and whatnot. I just try to combat that. They left a little bit ago. Probably by the time, it'll probably take them about 2.5 hours to go get a load of mulch and get back. Probably should have sent them to Farmhouse in Milton. I do a lot of business with Farmhouse too, but we have a running account with Stones out in Hamlin, so basically they just show up, they load it up, they send me a bill with it. Farmhouse don't offer those kind of accounts, and I really wish they would, because a lot of times I just trade dollars with certain things, like some of that material. And it'd be a lot easier if I could just let them show up and let them invoice me for it. We get them paid. Instead of having to carry a credit card and whatnot. And I don't, like I got to order a Pooh Bear credit card. In fact, it reminds me I need to call my wife and have her get Pooh Bear a credit card ordered. But we don't give them very big spending limits on those credit cards because of fraud. Not necessarily because I think the guys will steal from me. But if something happens, the guys lose the credit card, then somebody else picks it up, and they start using it. So we try to keep their spending limits down, to where if something like that would happen, we can catch it pretty quick before it gets into a whole lot of money. So saying that, they got credit cards for fuel and whatnot, but I got to get Pooh Bear a credit card because I think Pooh Bear's going to stick with me, and every time I turn around, he needs fuel or something other. He's driving a truck needing fuel in it. And I think I looked at that Chevrolet. Speaking of that, I'm pretty sure it had enough fuel for them guys to get there and back. So that's kind of what I'm doing right here. Is I'm just, as old preacher Adam Kirk would say, laying the slickum on it. Laying the slickum on it. There's a big rock. Bury that down there kind of deep. Find a good place for it. Not a very good place, Poppy. I'll just get ahead and get them up out there. Move them back this way. So, man, we got stuff going on everywhere. I mean, I need 20 people and 2 or 3 more dozers and 2 more dozers and excavators. And, man, woo! See that? That on rocks. I got stuff going on everywhere, so I got to try to get some completions done. I got to finish we did that drive, we did that road and stuff, and that house seat over there in Salt Rock, which I know you guys, if you guys follow me on here, you probably remember it. It's the one that ain't very far at all from our house. We did it, and I was afraid of it. I told him, he's a preacher too. He's a really nice guy. All them people's good people. And I told him, I said, you probably better put something over this driveway, you know, whether it just be a daggone rope or something. Well, he didn't. Well, the delivery truck from, I don't know if it was Lowe's or where, it showed up, went up the wrong driveway, was supposed to, I have no idea what he was thinking, and gets in the ditch, tears it all to pieces. Gets in the ditch, I mean, it's junked. And that road was so good. We did a really good job on that road. And they screwed up, got over in the ditch and just tore it all to pieces, man. I was so mad. So we started fixing it back, and a daggone tree up there aggravating me. So we started fixing it back and got the ditch line open back up, so that way the water would quit tearing up the driveway. So I got that part done the other day. Chumpy Brumfield, my buddy Chumpy, helped me with that. He stopped over. He said, I was going to do it for you, man. He said, but I didn't know how you wanted to do this or that, which wasn't no big deal. We was leaving anyway. We stopped over there. I finished up a couple things. Chumpy pretty much done the whole thing. Only thing I did was just showed up and done a couple little dressing up on the edge. But so we got that done. Now we got to go back, put a piece of straw mat back down the ditch, put a little bit of rock and gravel on the road, and roll it all back in. So we got that part done. We got that part left to do, and then that one there will be back together. We'll have that job done. It's just been a bear. It's been a bear trying to keep everybody going and trying to find some more guys. Really, I got a little bit of blockage on that culvert. Gonna fix that. Mash him back down there a little bit. Yeah, I see that happen there. It looked like a rock slid down. We'll fix that a little bit. Oh man, got all this broke up here good. So that's pretty much what we got going today. Can't hardly see around this curve. I can't remember where I can reach this next section. Yeah, I'll just reach it from up here. I'll just pull up here. I think I can get it this way. Keep me out of the road. I don't need some butthole coming through there, raising heck with me and calling the state on me. Probably already on speed dial. This is the job that I had a problem with somebody ratting. Somebody's ratted on me and got the DEP out here. Buttholes. I ain't never seen somebody not. I mean, come on, man. Do you need counseling or what? Just got this little bit left here. This little box elder is aggravating me to death. It's got me kind of hemmed up. Can't get my boom in the air. All right, now let's try to get on the other side here. I'm just going to get out here in the road. They're just going to have to wait on me. I ain't got but 2 or 3 seconds here, and I'll be done. Just need to rough that up. If that don't come up, I know that's going to be why. See all them old pieces of wood and everything. See, all that'll kind of cover up. It'll fall from this. Alright, close enough. Let's get out of the road before somebody hits us. So, yeah, this is the job that somebody ratted on us. Tried to get the DEP out here to bother us and aggravate us and stuff. I haven't seen them yet. I mean, I don't want to jinx myself by saying it, but I haven't seen them yet. I don't mean they ain't gonna show up. But we really tried to cut the head off the snake before they got here. And I say that by meaning I tried to go ahead and get more silt fence put up that we planned on putting up to begin with. But we was waiting until we got the reclaim done, because it's a lot easier to get all the grading and everything in, then go back and put your silt fence up. I'm just going to kind of just give this a little break. Just don't need much. Just wanted to get enough on it to where that seed's got somewhere to hide. Because I'm telling you, by golly, it's getting hot. Now I'm going to go up through here, and I'm just going to kind of rake that ditch just like I just did. I'm just going to rake this ditch like this. What that does, see how it tills that ground up? That seed will get in there and it'll germinate. And then that will keep our water, our storm water clear when it enters the creek. That's what all that's for. Get in the rhythm here. That's what I like to do. And I love, you get something reclaimed good and you get all that green grass to grow back on it. I love it. I love it. There ain't a whole lot of water comes down through here. Most of it, whatever does, it does a pretty good job. Don't take much. It's gonna look good. Most of these ditches are double flowing too. They'll flow either way. Try not to do too thick. See how I'm making them little ribs in there, and I see that rain, a good heavy rain, or not a heavy rain, but a rain will wash that dirt and that settlement right back down in all them little ribs, and it'll cover up our seed good, and then it'll give it a nice place to hide, and it'll come up. Probably need to come over a little bit and start working my way. Now I could have put grass seed on this and it not come up, and probably nobody would have ever said anything about it, you know. I mean, it's still, I'm putting about 200 pounds of grass seed on this. Probably only 100 of it's going to come up or survive the birds and the heat. But I want to make sure that I do everything in my power to make sure this reclaims, to make sure this guy's got a good looking product. You know, I'm spending probably a couple, by the time I get done with everything, I'm going to spend a couple hours, maybe even a half a day, just roughing all this back up, getting it to where the seed, to see how rough looking that is, that gives that seed somewhere to hide. Now we got to do the other side. Let's go on down here. We'll just start right down here, work our way that way. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do somebody knowing what I'm doing ain't gonna work. I just couldn't do it. Got a little bit of war sheets right here. Let's go ahead and fix that back. That's where that water, all that right there is not from us. That's actually out of the state road culvert. I'm gonna dig this sediment out. I'll just throw it up here. It's got plenty of water in it. That's in there good, ain't it? Just kind of clean this up. Put it up here. Piece of wood. That's what that's from. That's from that real heavy, or they had a little bit of a rain up here, I guess. Just kind of mash that down there a little bit. That way whenever the grass seed comes in, we'll clean this. Need to clean that back. Looks like the silt fence is out of its pocket. Just put it up here because that's got plenty of, got some good moisture or some good sandy silt in it, so it'll start growing grass almost immediately. And that way they can put the silt fence back up after a while. And like I said, biggest thing is just breaking that ground loose. We're not actually having to grade anything. I've already got it all roughed in, or already had it all graded. I should have already had grass seed on it. I don't have any with me yet. See, I mowed about all this. See, I wanted to leave all that on there, and that way that's got good dirt. That's real good dirt for growing grass. Now we just put some grass seed on that. She'll come up. Kind of just rough this up too as we go. because all this gets grass seed. Kind of giving it seed somewhere to hide. I could probably do this with a dozer, but I'm already sitting in the excavator. That's where a lot of... I'm really hard, I'm my own worst critic, so I'm really hard to please anyway, and most of the time when it comes to the final, I'd rather just do it myself. A couple bricks and stuff, that's where that daggone guy put them culverts in, another guy put them in, he brought them chunky bricks and stuff garbage. Get him roughed up good. That's all we're after. See where I'm going so I know where I need to go. They've put a little bit of grass seed already over here. I'll have them reseeded so we know we get a good reclaim, good cover. I want to get this done first and then we'll go over and put that culvert in. Alright, I'm going to kick you out. You've already been on there for 16 minutes. By golly, it's been a good day now. Whew. I got about everything done, I think. Everything but the reclaim and the gravel. We got a mulch this side over in here. We got this culvert put in today. Got all that mulched in. I got a little bit of mulching to do right in here. I got that cleaned up on top. I shoved these brush wall back like he was talking about. Got that done. I've been working on his road. He wanted me to punch him a little road going up a hill. I mean, I done the best I could. I started to get in the rock. And to be honest, I don't even really like it. I mean, I like it. I guess for a four-wheeler, a side-by-side, I mean, it'll be sufficient. But I hope it stays. I mean, there ain't a whole lot of room up there to do anything. And it's just a daggone mess up here with all the stumps and the trees. You'd be going along just fine, all of a sudden you get racked up on the dash because you hit a stump. So no matter how easy I go or I anticipate, I'm like, yeah, there's a stump right there. Well, there ain't nothing in there. And then I'll think, well, there shouldn't be anything over there. Well, then that's about the time that I get thrown across the dash. See if Pooh Bear yet. Pooh Bear got his keys out. I got this here all straightened up. You guys remember this was all like a gravel and it was just gummy looking. I got it all cleaned up. Got salvaged what gravel I could and I put it over there. Got this positive drainage. I got all of it done. And see, according to DEP regulations, like if I capture this water and then I take it and I trail it to the creek, there's different, I'm required to do things differently. If I just get it out here and then just let it dissipate on its own, then it kind of relieves me of some of the regulations. So if some of y'all's thinking, why didn't he do a little bit better job at channeling that? Well, there's a reason why I didn't do a very good job at channeling it. That is dispersing on its own. So it'll come down and it'll just go amongst whatever. And see, I didn't do anything right in here. I left all that brushy. Didn't even clean anything up at all, hardly. This turned out really nice. It's got some good dirt in it. I only had to take down about 12 inches of dirt around that pole. So Nick Watts, he's a friend of mine from AEP, so he'll be happy to know that I didn't trouble him any on these structures here. That's good and reclaimed up in there, reclaimed up in there, reclaimed up in there. I mean, we done a good job today. We really went at it. The guys really done a good job. I worked my hind end off. Everybody did. I mean, it wasn't just me, but everybody did. But get the keys out of everything. Miss Kay made one of my favorite dishes, homemade spaghetti. I got the memo. I was up there on the hill and I was like, yeah, ma'am. Packing her up, which I was getting ready to leave anyway. I'm tired. About last 4 or 5 days working until dark sucks. I was trying to get out here about 8 o'clock. I think it's already 10 till 9, so we know where I'll be. I'll be at the dinner table. I'll give a good walk around tomorrow, and I don't know if I'm gonna I may blend this video together. Then I might wait until I do another video tomorrow. I don't know. I kind of hate to I'm kicking clods and dirt around. Man, that's some good looking dirt. Look at that dirt. That is just A1. That's A1 topsoil, folks. That is good looking dirt. Man can grow a good mess of beans in that dirt right there. Crop of corn. The road is crowned. I ain't got very little cleanup. Road's got a nice crown to it to disperse the water. Comes up here and it splits out and it goes to the house. It splits out and goes to the other lots. 180 bales of mulch. I think there's 10 bale left on a trailer. So of course we burnt 70 bales. We burnt 70 bales. So we've spread 180 bales so far. I get that spread to be 190. And I'll probably still need another 25 bale probably to clean up that road. And I'm gonna mulch that road. I'm only gonna put gravel to just on the other side of that culvert, and the rest of that I'm just gonna run my dozer up and down a couple times, chew it up, put grass seed on it. I'm just gonna mulch it. The road's done. We'll just have to, whenever they buy that lot or whoever buys that lot. I don't think I'm gonna put any mulch up on that hill. I'm just gonna seed that. Not gonna fool with anything. I may mulch these little spots right here. They're far enough away from the creek. They shouldn't be a problem. But I mean, I've done come this long. I've done peed away all that other money with gravel, with straw burning and all this other bull mess. So appreciate everybody. Been told here lately, that they watch my videos, they like my videos, they find them enjoyable. And that's always awesome to hear. We're just a little itty bitty company here out in Salt Rock, so we're just a hillbilly with a dream. We'll get you some better videos there tomorrow. I'm gonna go turn this dozer off before I pass out, and I'm gonna go home. Thank you guys for watching, and hit subscribe and share, and you know what to do.